OpenAI just launched GPT 5.5, a model that can control your computer, open your email, fill out your spreadsheet, fix bugs in your code, and do all of that without you having to ask twice, unlike a lot of people in the office. In today's video, we're going to take a look at what the new model can do. Before we talk about benchmarks, you need to understand why this model exists. Because OpenAI didn't launch GPT 5.5 out of love for science. They launched it in code red mode. Since December 2025, Anthropic, the company behind Claude, saw its annual revenue explode from $9 billion to $30 billion. Meanwhile, OpenAI watched Anthropic steal market share. And OpenAI woke up too late, or at least almost too late, so they retrained everything from scratch. GPT 5.5 is the first completely new base model since GPT 4.5. It's not an update, it's not a patch, it's a response. A new OpenClaw, supposedly smarter. The big conceptual shift with GPT 5.5 isn't raw intelligence, it's intent readability. Previous models needed surgical prompts. You had to be precise, structured, and basically earn a degree just to write a prompt. GPT 5.5 was designed to take a messy, multi-part task and independently plan, use tools, check its own work, navigate ambiguity, and keep going until it's finished. It's the difference between hiring an intern who needs step-by-step instructions versus a professional you tell, handle this, and they handle it. The gains are concentrated in 4 areas: agentic coding, computer use, knowledge work, and early-stage scientific research. Exactly the 4 areas companies pay the most to get done. But, and here comes the but, the API still isn't available. OpenAI said it requires different safeguards and promised access very soon. No date. For any company using the API in production, that's a huge hole in the launch. Let's talk data. Because a benchmark without context is like a speedometer without a road. Impressive, but it tells you nothing. GDP-Val tests agents across 44 real knowledge work occupations. GPT 5.5 scored 84.9%. That's not a curiosity. That's a model performing better than humans in nearly 9 out of 10 professional tasks tested. OS world is where the model has to operate a real computer. Clicking, typing, navigating. It scored 78.7%, above the human baseline of 72.4%. Say that out loud, above human. Terminal Bench 2.0 measures complex command line workflows, 82.7%. Planning, iteration, tool coordination, all at once. SWE Bench Pro, which evaluates real GitHub issue solving across 4 programming languages, reached 58.6%. Here, though, Anthropic's Opus 4.7 is still ahead. It's the only benchmark where the competition clearly won. And there's one data point that sounds contradictory until you think about it. GPT 5.5 is more expensive per token than GPT-4. $5 per million input tokens, $30 output. But OpenAI says it uses fewer tokens to get the same work done. In practice, you pay more per line, but you need fewer lines. The final result can be cheaper. GPT 5.5 isn't the end of the road. It's a statement of intent. OpenAI went from GPT 5 to 5.5 in less than a year, and each version was a direct response to pressure from Anthropic, Google, and the open source ecosystem. The race now isn't between AI companies. It's between the pace of technological development and the market's ability to absorb it and regulate it. The potato has been planted, the spud is in the field, and the harvest is going to be very, very interesting.